Chapter 18 The Lone Star, Non-State. After Mexico gained its independence from Spain in 1821, it became a republic with a government based in Mexico City. Its territory included present-day Texas, which the Spanish called Tejas. Settlers in Texas. At the beginning of the 19th century, very few people lived in Tejas. Aside from a few thousand of Tejanos or Spanish Tejans. To promote growth, the Mexican government offered large, inexpensive land grant to empresarios, people who agreed to find settlers to purchase this grant. One of those settlers, Stephen F. Austin, also received permission to start a new colony on the condition that the new settlers follow Mexican law. Austin agreed, and after arriving in Texas in 1821, he recruited 300 new families who became known as the Old 300 to settle in the area. His family encouraged many more Americans to move to Texas in the upcoming years. The new American settlers did not speak Spanish or practice Catholicism, and they kept illegal slaves. Within a decade, there were more Americans in Texas than Tejanos, and the U.S. decided to pressure the Mexican government to sell its land. In 1830, fearful of the growing dissatisfied American population in Texas, the American governor outlawed immigration from the U.S. to Texas. Texas War for Independence. American Tejans grew increasingly unhappy about following Mexican law. In 1833, Stephen Austin met with Mexico's vice president to urge Mexico to lift the ban of immigration. They agreed, but did not agree to Austin's request that Texas become an independent Mexican state. Instead, Mexico's new president, Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, arrested Austin in Saltillo and jailed him in Mexico City when he learned of Austin's plans for rebellion. Santa Anna also declared himself a dictator, thereby violating and subsequently abolishing Mexico's constitution, which protected the Tejanos' right. In 1835, Santa Anna gathered troops and sent them to Gonzales, Texas, with order to seize its cannon. The Mexicans failed to confiscate, seize the weapon, but the attempt set up the first battle in the Texas War of Independence. The Alamo. Having no army of their own, the Tejans put out a call for volunteers. The 180-person volunteer militia, including pre-African Americans, rebel Tejanos, local residents, and adventure-seeking Americans like Davy Crockett and James Bowie, occupied an abandoned mission called Alamo from February 23 to March 6, 1836. The volunteers were no match for Santa Anna, who had the entire Mexican military at his disposal. Mexican cannon broke down the walls of the Alamo, but the Texans did not surrender. The Mexicans captured and ejected the remaining militia, who were stationed at a fort called Goliad, in the Goliad massacre. But rather than become discouraged by this event, more Tejans were inspired to join the militia. The Battle of San Jacinto. Santa Ana remained under attack. The Texas militia, new more than double in size and led by San Houston, headed westward. On April 21, 1836, Houston troops ambushed to attack unexpectedly Thomas' army at their camp near the Santa Jacinto River, shouting, "Remember the Alamo!" The Texans quickly defeated the Mexicans, taking Santa Anna captive and forcing him to sign a treaty recognizing Texan independence. The Lone Star Republic. During the siege of the Alamo, Texan leaders met draft their own constitution, which they modeled on the U.S. Constitution. On March 2, 1836, they declared their independence and established the Republic of Texas, or the Lone Star Republic. After Santa Anna signed the treaty, elections were held and Sam Houston became president. Stephen Austin, whom the capital of Texas was later named for, became Secretary of State. Annex, to attach or add on. Because the Republic of Texas was in debt and still in conflict with the Mexicans, Houston requested that the U.S. annex Texas in 1836 so it could apply for statehood. At the time, Jackson was president of the U.S. and he feared admitting another slave state to the Union, as well as provoking Mexico, so he denied the request. Instead, he offered Texas diplomatic recognition as its own nation. The next president, Martin Van Buren, inherited the Texas issue from Jackson. Annexation debate took place under the Van Buren administration. Mexico never recognized the new nation, forcing Texas to create Texas Rangers, a militia devoted to guarding the border. Texas would not be admitted to the Union until 1845.